Hi, I'm Katie Duke, and I've been a nurse for over 20 years. Listen, I used to think that I was my most stylish in my 20s, but honestly, style and confidence only get better with age. And that is why I love Figs. These scrubs are beautiful, comfortable, and they are built to last. They're not those boxy, scratchy uniforms that we all started out in. No. These fit perfectly. They feel amazing, and the quality is just wow! My favorite color? Burgundy. It's chic, it's timeless, and it's even the same color as my apartment, because I'm kind of obsessed with it. And I love adding custom embroidery to make my scrubs as personal as my style. And since I work in telehealth, my embroidered Figs even double as my ID badge. It's never too late to reinvent yourself or your scrubs. Get 15% off your first order at wearfigs.com with the code FIGSRX. That's wearfigs.com, code FIGSRX for 15% off your first order.
Hey everybody, want to take a minute to discuss something new that I'm doing in addition to the podcast. And I'm excited about it, and I hope that you can be too. I think it's going to give us a lot of opportunities to expand and grow and get to know each other a little bit better. So I want to introduce you to Somnilopod on Patreon. Hello, everybody. Change is happening. Change is good. If we don't change, we don't grow. And if we don't grow, we stagnate. Somebody told me that once. But I want to take a few minutes to tell you why I have decided to join a platform called Patreon, and why this feels like the right next step for the podcast Somnilopod and for me. Patreon is a membership platform where listeners can directly support creators they trust in exchange for exclusive content, deeper access, some swag, and a more personal connection. Now, in a previous episode, I talked about expanding my focus to include topics of wellness as well as sleep. I've always wanted to create more of a community, an interactive resource that is more than just a podcast. And if you've been listening for a while, you know that the podcast itself has always been about more than just information. It's about fostering connection and providing reassurance. It's about helping people feel less broken or less alone when sleep or life gets too hard. Over time, though, I realized something. The conversations I sometimes want to have don't always fit neatly into a podcast episode. Some of them need a little more space, maybe more continuity, and honestly, more community. And Patreon gives me a place to be able to do that. And the truth is, as I get older, my focus, as I've explained, is expanding. Sleep is still the foundation. Always will be. But I'm thinking more about the whole picture now. Health, wellness, energy, longevity, how we recover, how we cope, how we take care of ourselves in realistic ways. Patreon lets me explore those topics a little more deeply. What if I don't want to pay for anything, Jay? You do not have to. You can still enjoy episodes of the podcast on your chosen podcast service just like before. None of that is going to change. But what does it mean for you if you do become a member? Well, first, you'll get exclusive content that you won't hear anywhere else. That includes bonus audio talks, deeper dives into sleep and wellness topics, reflections that are a little more personal and conversational, almost like sitting down with a cup of coffee and continuing the discussion after the episode ends. These are the things that I might not always put out publicly, but that I know are meaningful and useful, and sometimes the things that I figured out may be able to help you, and some of the things you have figured out may be able to help me. So we'll be able to share those things a little bit easier. And if something new is coming, an idea I'm testing, a short run of themed talks, or a new wellness focus, you'll hear about it here first, and hopefully be able to provide input into how the channel grows so it addresses some of your specific needs. Patreon members are part of, I don't want to say inner circle, but part of a closer knit community and network. And I want you involved early. Another big benefit is practical tools. That means maybe short guides, sleep resets, fun puzzle books to help distract your brain if you're having some trouble, or calming exercises you can actually use in your daily life. Nothing crazy that will have you upending your daily life, just simple, supportive resources designed to help you rest better and feel better over time. And then there's that part that matters most to me, and that's connection. Patreon gives us a more direct line to each other. It's a place where I can respond more personally, where questions can turn into conversations, and where we can sort of shape future topics. If you have ever listened to an episode and thought, I wish we could go a little deeper into that, this is where that will happen. And of course, I want to be transparent. Supporting Somnilopod on Patreon helps keep the work sustainable. It allows me to spend more time researching, writing, recording, creating thoughtful content without having to sort of water it down or rush through it. You're not just getting extras, you're helping build something steady and intentional and a little more long-lasting. It's not about optimizing every minute of your day or turning wellness into another thing to fail at, which I have tried numerous things and failed at most of them. It's about progress together. It's about learning what helps together, about giving yourself permission to rest, to reset, to recalibrate as many times as you need, over and over again. If this podcast has helped you feel a little calmer, a little more hopeful, or a little more understood, Patreon is a way to go a little bit deeper together. No pressure, no guilt, just an invitation. I am always willing and ready to express my gratitude for the people that listen to my podcast. And if you decide to join me on Patreon, know this: you're not just supporting a podcast, you're becoming part of a community that values good sleep, good health, practical measures, and a gentler way of moving through life. So you can check out Patreon at www.patreon.com, and then just do a search for Somnilopod, and you can see what the lowest tier membership offers. I will eventually have more tiers. At this point, there is just one. It is a $5 tier, and what it provides is I've put together a sleep reset, a 7-day sleep reset that will help you just sort of get back on track, kind of like going to a marriage counselor to just sort of fine-tune some things. Sometimes we need to get a little bit back on track, and the 7-day sleep reset will help do that. Also, you will get a copy of the insomnia puzzle book that I put together, made specifically to help distract you from some of the crazy things that are going on in your head. It's really great for those nights that when you sit up and you're just laying in bed and thinking, gosh, I just can't get to sleep. Get out of bed, go someplace else, sit in the living room, work on a few word search puzzles. Helps to distract you, helps you get you back on track. So check out those things. If you have any questions or comments, you can still always reach me at j@somnilopod.com, and we will continue this journey together, whether it's on your regular podcast as a regular member or on Patreon, where we can delve into things a little more deeply. And again, as always, thank you so much for listening, and remember to make sleep a priority. Thanks so much.